Welcome to the Daily Influence, where our mission is to deliver a daily dose of positive influence that can uplift you personally or be shared within your sphere of influence. While not every episode may directly apply to your unique circumstances, we strive to provide insights and inspiration relevant to most people's daily, weekly, and monthly lives. Whether you are tuning in during the morning, noon, or night, the Daily Influence is here for you. Listen, share, and embrace the power of influence in your life. Hey everybody, Brian Smith here with the Iron Team series and the Daily Influence. And sticking with our New Beginnings theme for 2024, I'm going to talk about responsible financing for your business and small business financing. One of the biggest challenges that our clients bring to us is getting financing, understanding what financing is. And I'm not going to be able to, in our short daily influence, 6 to 9 minutes, really unpack the enormity of this problem. I'm going to leave you with some smart ideas that might move you in the right direction. I'm surprised every time when I talk to a small business owner or a new emerging business owner that they don't know some of the programs that are out there and just how many people are lured into these amazingly high cost finance programs that, while on the surface appear to be helpful, end up being amazingly damaging to a business because we don't understand the gravity and just how influential the cash flow disruption and the cost will be over time. And we lose track of cost over time when we're thinking about financing our business. We lose track of seeing that large number that hits our balance sheet or bank account when we get those funds from a loan. And then as we spend it and run out of it and have to pay it back, it starts to become a burden. It's not a burden when we borrow, it's a burden when we pay it back. And it's important for us to put that into context and perspective. Be specific about it. Understand the measurements of debt and how debt will impact you. Some of the tools you have at your disposal are, having a cash flow model, understanding your cash flow and where your cash goes. Most people don't really think about their cash in that way. All the time, we face a problem of a small business owner coming to us and saying that I make $1 million a year. Well, they don't. That's their sales. And to many, when I tell the story about business owners thinking this way, they don't get how you could be lost. But it's easy when you start a business to see this money coming in. Big, giant numbers sometimes to lose track of the context of what's underlying, what it takes to manage that money, to maintain that service threshold, the capital expenses, the cost of capital, the cost of people, maintaining people, customer service, time. The financing options that are available to you, first start with your bank. Go to your banker and talk to them. And if you have a deficiency in what is needed for a bank to lend to you, ask them to be very specific about that. It's those specifics that you bring to people like us to understand how you can bridge the gap between where you're at and where you need to be. How do you remediate that? How do you go from having a gap in credit scores? Small business financing is about filling the gaps, understanding your needs. Your number one friend in small business financing is the SBA. There are SBA programs for just about everybody, small, medium, and large. Talk to your lender about that. And if your lender is not an SBA approved lender, that's okay. Go talk to one. Call a business advisor. Call a CPA. Call a fractional CFO company. Just look those words up and say, can you help me get realistic and good business financing within my area of influence for my scope of work, what my business does? There are finance companies specifically for just about every situation that's out there, and that doesn't have to cost 20, 30, 40%. There are some loan sharks out there not really loan sharks, but to me, they seem like loan sharks that get ridiculous amounts of money to loan you money. They'll give you $100,000, and the day you get that loan, you don't get $100,000. You get $93,000 in your bank account. And then they're going to want you to pay that back over a year at, $2,000 a week, $3,000 a week. And it comes right out of your bank account. And it looks like something that we can afford when we have $90,000 in our bank account. But without proper planning, how we're going to use these debt funds, our clients that come to us with these problems have run out. They find themselves 2, 3, 4 months into this program and they've run out of money and they can't maintain that burn rate. Talk to your banker, research the SBA, find a fractional CFO or your CPA. Ask them for a referral to somebody that can discuss real small business financing. Understand all the options before you pull the trigger, before you sign your name on a lending agreement. Understand what the risks are. What assets will they lien? Is it personally guaranteed? What risk do I have? How much money will it take me? What will my sales look like after I get this loan? Will they go up? Will they go down? You've got to think about all of these things. Think about all of the influence on your cash flow. Think about all of the influence you're going to have with that money. Think about where it's going to go and stay away from pivoting towards something in your personal life. If you take a business loan, use it for business. Don't use it to pay yourself a salary. If you need money for yourself personally to make your business go, get a personal loan. You're not going to be able to get a business loan as a small business person and take it for your personal self and not have to pay it back just because you did it in the business. You're not shielded for that. So don't think that you are. Slow down, be smart, specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely about how you borrow money. Have good conversations about it, and then borrow it when you know where it's going to go and how you're going to pay it back. Hope this helps you at least take that first step towards borrowing money if you need to do that. If you've already borrowed money and you're in this situation, maybe it'll help you slow down and understand how to get out of it. And if you don't, get help. We're here to help. There's a lot of other people out there that are ready to help you. I hope you have a great day and a great weekend since this is Friday. We'll see you next week, The Daily Influence.